Ireland Vanishing Triangle Part 2. Number 5, Fiona Pender. Fiona Pender's story is one of heartbreak and enduring mystery. A young woman whose life, and that of her unborn child, vanished without a trace in the heart of Ireland's Midlands. Fiona was 25 years old in August 1996, living in Tullamore, County Offaly. She was known in her community as a bright, outgoing hairdresser and part-time model, always quick with a smile. She was 7 months pregnant and looking forward to motherhood. Fiona lived with her partner, John Thompson, in a ground floor flat on Church Street. On August 22nd, 1996, Fiona spent the day with her mother, Josephine, shopping for baby clothes and preparing for her new arrival. They returned to the family home, chatted with Fiona's father, and enjoyed a light-hearted afternoon. That evening, Josephine and Fiona's brother, Mark, walked her back to her apartment. It would be the last time they saw her. The next morning, John Thompson told Gardaí, Irish police, that he left for work at 6 a.m, leaving Fiona in bed, not feeling well. That day, her mother stopped by, but seeing the blinds drawn, assumed Fiona was resting. By Saturday, concern grew, as neither parent had heard from her. They visited the apartment again, no answer. The flat still dark. Alarmed, they contacted John Thompson, who claimed he hadn't seen Fiona since early Friday morning. Together, they reported her missing to the Gardaí. A massive search effort followed. Gardaí, family and community members scoured the countryside, rivers and forests. Fiona's shopping bags and belongings were untouched in her apartment, and there was no sign of a struggle. Despite nationwide appeals and extensive investigations, no trace of Fiona or her unborn child was ever found. Suspicion quickly fell on those closest to her. John Thompson and several family members were questioned but released without charge. Witnesses reported seeing 2 men loading a large carpet-wrapped object into a vehicle near Fiona's apartment on the morning she disappeared. The vehicle reportedly matched one owned by John Thompson's family. Years passed with no answers. In 2008, a cross was found in Monaghan Woods, inscribed with a chilling message, Fiona Pender, buried here August 22nd, 1996. Searches of the area yielded nothing. Later, John Thompson was arrested abroad on unrelated charges, and disturbing allegations surfaced that he had threatened others with Fiona's fate. Still, no charges were ever brought in connection with Fiona's disappearance, and her case remains unsolved. Fiona Pender's disappearance is now one of the most haunting mysteries of Ireland's Vanishing Triangle, a painful reminder for her family and community, who continue to hope for answers nearly 3 decades later. Number 6, Kiara Breen. Kiara Breen was a typical 17-year-old, living with her mother Bernadette in Dundalk, County Louth, when she became one of the most haunting names in Ireland's Vanishing Triangle. Her disappearance on the night of February 13th, 1997, remains one of the country's most perplexing cold cases. That Thursday began like any other. Kiara and her mother enjoyed dinner together at a local restaurant before returning home to watch a film. Later that night at around 12:25 a.m, Bernadette saw Kiara go to bed. There was nothing to suggest anything was amiss. But when Bernadette got up at 2 a.m. and checked her daughter's room, Kiara was gone. The ground floor window, which faced a main road, had been left open from the inside, suggesting Kiara had planned to sneak out and return quietly later. Kiara had not taken any money or clothes with her. It was as if she had stepped out for a short while, intending to come back. As the hours passed, and there was still no sign of her, worry turned to dread. Bernadette later recalled, It is as if she went to meet somebody and did not get back. The Gardaí, Irish police, launched an investigation. Friends revealed that Kiara had been in contact with an older man in the days before her disappearance, a man her mother had previously chased away from their garden after overhearing him ask Kiara if she was seeing anyone. He had been seen watching Kiara and her friends at a fast food restaurant and was widely regarded as suspicious by the local teenagers. On the night she vanished, Kiara's friends recalled her saying, "I'll sneak out of my house when my mother goes to bed," in response to the man's request to see her later. Kiara was described by her tutor as shy and trusting, not particularly streetwise traits that may have made her vulnerable. The investigation also uncovered that a group of paedophiles was active in Dundalk at the time, adding a further layer of unease to the case. Despite extensive searches, appeals, and the passage of decades, no trace of Kiara has ever been found. The prime suspect, a local man named Liam Mullen, was arrested twice in connection with the case, but never charged. He died in Garda custody in 2017. Authorities believe that had Kiara's remains been found, Mullen would have faced charges for her murder. To this day, Kiara Breen's fate remains a mystery. Her disappearance is a stark reminder of the pain endured by families of the missing and the unanswered questions that linger long after the headlines fade. Number 7, Deirdre Jacob. Deirdre Jacob's disappearance stands as one of the most haunting and perplexing mysteries within Ireland's vanishing triangle. In the summer of 1998, Deirdre was an 18-year-old student, home in Newbridge, County Kildare, after completing her first year studying to become a teacher at St Mary's University in Twickenham, London. Her life was, by all accounts, ordinary and full of promise. On July 28, 1998, Deirdre set out to run errands in Newbridge. She visited the local Allied Irish Bank's branch to arrange a bank draft for her student accommodation, stopped by the post office to send it, and visited her grandmother's shop in town. By mid-afternoon, she began her walk home along Barrettstown Road, a familiar route she had taken countless times. Along the way, Deirdre was seen by several people. She chatted briefly with a friend and exchanged greetings with a neighbour. At around 3:30 p.m, another neighbour saw her standing on a grass verge across from her family home, just 300 yards from the front door. That was the last confirmed sighting of Deirdre Jacob. In the short distance between the verge and her house, she vanished without a trace. The disappearance triggered an immediate and intensive search by Gardaí, family, and the local community. Deirdre's parents, Michael and Bernadette, were devastated. Despite large-scale searches, appeals, and media coverage, there were no substantial clues or evidence to explain what had happened to Deirdre. Her black bag with a yellow Caterpillar Inker logo was never found, and there were no signs of a struggle. Over the years, her case became emblematic of the Vanishing Triangle, a series of unsolved disappearances of women in Eastern Ireland during the 1990s. Theories abounded, and in 2018, the Gardaí reclassified Deirdre's case as a murder investigation based on new information, though the details were not made public. Larry Murphy, a convicted rapist, was named a person of interest, but no direct evidence has ever linked him to Deirdre's disappearance, and her parents have expressed skepticism about a strong connection. Despite more than 3,200 lines of inquiry and 2,500 witness statements, Deirdre Jacob's fate remains unknown. Her family continues to hope for answers, and her disappearance remains a painful mystery, one that symbolizes the anguish of so many families affected by the vanishing triangle. Number 8. Fiona Sinnott. Fiona Sinnott was just 19 years old when she vanished, becoming one of the most haunting cases in Ireland's vanishing triangle. In early 1998, Fiona was living in the rural village of Ballyhit, near Broadway in County Wexford, raising her 11-month-old daughter Emma. Known for her bubbly personality and close ties to her family, Fiona's life was marked by both hope for the future and the challenges of a turbulent relationship with her ex-boyfriend Sean Carroll. On the evening of February 8, 1998, Fiona received a call from friends inviting her to Butler's pub in Broadway. She arrived around 5 p.m. and spent the evening socialising. As midnight approached, Fiona left the pub, accompanied by her ex-boyfriend, Sean Carroll. According to Carroll, they walked the short distance to Fiona's home, where he claimed to have spent the night sleeping on the sofa while Fiona went to bed upstairs. He later told Gardaí that Fiona complained of pain in her arm the next morning and planned to hitch a lift to the doctor's office. Carroll said he gave her £5 before his mother picked him up around 9:30 a.m. on February 9th. That was the last confirmed sighting of Fiona Sinnott. When her family realised she was missing, alarm quickly spread. Despite extensive searches by Gardaí, family and volunteers, no trace of Fiona was ever found. The investigation uncovered troubling details. Fiona's relationship with Carroll had been marred by domestic abuse, and some friends reported she had not confided in them about the extent of her struggles. A few weeks after Fiona's disappearance, a local farmer discovered black bin bags on his property containing letters addressed to Fiona. Unaware of her disappearance at the time, he believed it was illegal dumping and burned the bags, potentially destroying crucial evidence. Over the years, numerous leads and suspects were considered, but none led to answers. The case remains unsolved, and Fiona's family continues to seek closure. Her disappearance is a stark reminder of the pain endured by families of the missing and the enduring mysteries of Ireland's vanishing triangle. If these stories left you stunned and eager to uncover more hidden crimes lurking beneath the surface, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Each week we reveal new cases and chilling mysteries you won't hear anywhere else. Don't miss your chance to journey with us into the darkest corners of the criminal world. Hit subscribe and stay tuned for more gripping true crime content.